There's no such thing as right hand dominant on a two-handed backhand. I don't care what anyone's telling you. I don't care what Andre Agassi says or what Karue Sell says or any big name that tells you what they think they did as a kid when they don't remember anything from what I call dream world, which is the adolescent years of life, because that's what it is. It's a dream world. I'll tell you why there's no such thing as right hand dominant for a two-handed backhand. But before I do that, let's just think about this. Let's say you're Andre Agassi or you're Karue Sell or you're whatever, anybody else who's hit millions of backhands over the course of their life, going through with their left side like this, millions of them. You actually think that with all of that it's 70% with the right and 30% with the left or some other arbitrary number? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's 90 to 100% with the left. Think about that. Millions. Not hundreds, not thousands, millions. At those speeds, nonetheless. Now, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story. There's a kid in my local area, amazing player. He grew up playing on an asphalt stone court that was in his backyard, among many other places. But this was the primary place he learned how to play tennis, by playing with his brother and playing with his father, who was no better than, say, a 3-5. Using flat tennis balls on this slow, very slow, hard court that was literally, you could see the stones coming up. Didn't really play that bad, but nonetheless, there was that, and it was windy. It was in farm country, and one day, I was hitting with him, and I said to him, he had an amazing backhand, two-handed backhand. I said, "Can you play left-handed for me?" He said, "Sure." We started playing left-handed, and he was playing left-handed almost as good as if he was playing right-handed. And I asked him, I said, "Did you ever learn how to play with your left hand? Did you ever do this?" "No, I have never done this before." All he did was play in those conditions that I mentioned. Slow balls, slow courts, just hitting through the ball. And that's how this kid learned to be left-hand dominant on his two-handed backhand. Now, I've told my story before. I was extremely right-hand dominant into my 30s. I started off with a two-handed backhand, like many people who are like me that don't really don't take lessons, private lessons, etc., and really work on things in their youth. I just said, I'm done with it. I'm gonna stick with the one-hander. And I was in high school. It really wasn't that big of a deal. And later, I injured my right side, and I wanted to keep playing tennis, so I started playing left-handed. And that's how I learned. That's how I trained myself to play with a two-handed backhand. And I'm telling you right now, it made a world of difference. I love my backhand. Ever since then, I love my backhand, and I never complain about it. Almost never. I mean, sometimes when the ball gets kind of high, but nonetheless, it's left-handed. It's left-hand dominant, and that's the other side to the story. That's the other way it can be. Now, am I saying that occasionally these players might hit a backhand where they feel like they're a little bit right-hand dominant? I'm not denying that. That could be true. Like if you take me, for example, I can hit a one-hander and a two-hander just as well either way. And I do recommend that on the channel as well, to learn how to play both, especially if you're a long-time player or a serious player. Why not? And I do believe it does help your two-handed backhand. So am I denying that occasionally there's situations where you might be a little bit right-hand dominant? Sure. But in general, those players and all the other players that ever have said that I'm more right-hand dominant than my left, I use my right more than my left on my they don't know what they're talking about. They could play left-handed just as well, pretty well. Then the last thing I'm going to say about this, you know what this is? This is called coddling. This is what they're doing to you. The creators, the content creators, coaches, whatever. They know that you don't want to go through what I just described, because it does take time. It's not difficult, but it does take time. You do have to push yourself. You do have to strain your left side. And people are like little kids. They don't want to do it. And that's what this comes down to. You don't want to go through what you need to go through You want to know what you need to do? You can schedule a call with me. You can search through all my videos. Maybe you can find it. But that's what it is. People don't want to go through what they have to go through, and then they can go along thinking, I can continue to be more right-hand dominant and get away with this and be like Andre Agassi. No, you can't, because they're lying to you.